Hey guys, I have not been very good at keeping up on my YouTube channel. Busy doing all kinds of stuff, racing, rebuilding, turboing. Um, mm, yeah, I don't know what I did on the last video. So I know I had the truck turboed, and it did really well. Did great, loved it. Um, I wanted to reach 100 miles an hour in the eighth mile on no prep, but just bare asphalt, and I succeeded. I did 100.74 or something like that, according to Draggy, and not great. It was like a 734 or something like that. Nothing to write home about, right? But I was happy. That was my end of season goal, and it's the end of season. Like, our last race was 3 weeks ago or so, 4 weeks ago, months. Yeah, it could have been. But uh, so it is now off season. Drinking my beer. Got it all yanked out. I'm gonna go through and redo the suspension on the pickup. The front suspension. Rear suspension's working wonderfully. But the rear suspension, I don't know if I'm sure I've walked through it, but it's Calvert's split monos, the 2-inch drop ones, some Caltrax, some cheapo 3-way adjustable Summit shocks, a 488, and some Jegs race wheels with some Mickey Thompson R's, not the pros, just the ET Street R's. The front, I've been running just my stock worn the fuck out 15-inch steel wheels with some Cooper Cobras. I want to throw some skinnies up on it. I'm going to redo the steering on here to go around my new turbo headers. But I'm going to modify the front suspension so that it articulates better and I have more movement. Taller ball joints. Might try to replace the springs also. But one of my big goals for this winter is going to be a cage. The truck's running quick enough to justify putting a cage in it, especially since I plan on going a lot faster. So the engine is a 5.3 liter bone stock. I never even took the heads off of it when I threw it in there. Bone stock with a cam. Nice custom NA cam. Ended up throwing a turbo on it. I didn't do a lot of videoing on it, but there's the turbo, the exhaust, and all that. I got a couple short videos there on YouTube that'll kind of show it. But as you can see, everything's just stripped. Oil pan, intake, intercooler, turbo, transmission sitting there, my drive shaft. There's my 5.3. So I am stripping it and robbing parts off of it because it's a good running engine. There was nothing wrong with it. I just wanted the rings gapped, and I wanted a little bit more power, like just as a baseline power. So I'm going 6 liter since I've had this 6.0 iron block. It's just an LQ4. I've had it sitting for years. Figured I'll clean it up, throw some new rings, ball hone it, just clean it up, throw new bearings in it, and roll with it and see how it does. Gap the rings at 28 on the top and second ring. I got it underneath this little engine cover here. Hoping to go make a little bit more power this year. But here it is. Here, I'll just flip the camera and stuff. But, so it's just a 6.0. I haven't really lined this up. It's just to hold everything together. But I put my cam in there, my custom cam. These are the stock 317 heads with some BTR 6060 ring or valve springs on it, the dual springs, titanium retainers, head studded, nothing special, but I think it's going to do much, much better, and I'll be able to actually pour the boost on it a little bit more comfortably, since I never gapped the rings on that 5.3. And I only ran 7.5, 8 pounds of boost. I did try to run 10 pounds on one day, but I just run waist gates and a manual boost controller. So it's like, this is what you have. I can't tune it. I can't do much with it. I did turn it up to about 10.5 pounds. And that is when I did my fastest pass. When I ran that fastest pass, or no, it was. I still spun a little. So I know I can definitely do better. I'm gonna do a boost controller this season. An electronic boost controller, like just maybe a pair of Mac valves, three ports, or maybe just a single 4-port. I don't know yet. I'm not worried about that right now. It's not on the top of my list. Right now is going to be finish getting this engine assembled. I'm waiting on a couple little things like a new O-ring. Here, I don't know how I was having good oil pressure still with my pickup O-ring looking like this guy. I don't know how. But I was having, 42, 43 pounds at idle, and it'd go all the way up to like 90 at $7,000. So it was working great, but I'm not going to try that again. I'm not going to run that again. So I just ordered a replacement, $3 or whatever, just to get a replacement. But another big project for this one to be tackling this thing. This is a Turbo 400. That's what I've been running. Before I turboed the truck, third gear felt pretty loose at wide open throttle. So I think I didn't know nothing about it. I bought the dang thing for $100, was told it worked, threw in a torque converter and a shift kit, and been running it. Thing worked great, no problems. Till third gear started getting loose on me, at least feeling it. So I'm going to rebuild it. Oh, actually, I'm gonna hit the stop button, guys. But I'm gonna rebuild it. It'll be my first automatic transmission I've rebuilt since high school. Yeah. In shop class, and I don't remember a damn thing. But I do have a book on the TH400. I do have a pretty good idea as to what I need to get, just the parts that I'll have to order. Not worried about it. It's going to be easy enough. What else? This is a winter project, so nothing's going to be going by quick. This engine will be buttoned up and ready to drop in probably in a week or two, honestly. But it'll end up just getting fully put together, bagged up, and set off to the side. Just so I know it's done, it's ready to go, prime it, throw it in the truck. The transmission will be my next project. I'm going to build my own fixture for the transmission. I got some scrap steel. I might have enough to do what I need. I think I might. I thought I had another big stick of square tube somewhere. But nonetheless, I should have plenty of steel to do that. And so I'll build a fixture, because if I buy one, they're like $70 is the cheapest ones, and they're like a homemade style one anyways, and super simple. Making a fucking 3-sided rectangle, the 3 sides of a rectangle, and then welding on some nuts so bolts can go through to grab the transmission in 3 different locations, and then having a bar, and they usually have them so that they can mount to this inner plate of an engine stand, and I want to kind of do that too. I would like it on my stand so that I can turn it, I can flip it so valve body's up, or I can look down into the barrel of the transmission, pull the parts out, clean them, replace clutches, steels, springs, whatever I need to do, seals, bushings, whatever, slide them back in there, be able to check my clearances and move on. So I want to make my own. And then I'm going to make a new turbo kit. I'm kind of rambling here, but I just got some up and forward headers. I'm going to run up and forward. That's why I'm going to modify the steering to go around the header instead of modifying the header to go around the steering. I'd rather serviceability being there. If I don't have to remove the steering shaft to pull the engine out, I'm happier. So that's my goal. I do have the bits and parts to do that. Hopefully, we'll see. It'll be pretty goofy, I think, but as long as it functions. What else? I don't know. I got all kinds of stuff. I'm just working on little things here and there, and I think I'm gonna kind of screw myself over by not settling down. Oh, I have this billet turbo flange. Got it for a really good deal, like half of what they normally go for. See, I'm trying to open this thing up by hand, or with one hand, as difficult as most people that video what they're doing. No. There it is. I don't like handling it because it's covered in oil. I'm gonna set you guys down. I did it again. Hit the dang button. But here I'm gonna turn it around. You can see. So I got this billet flange. I think these ones run a little cheaper, less expensive, because they're not as smooth on the inside as some of the other ones I've seen. But if that's what that means, then I accept it, because that'll flow plenty for me. And it's gonna be this is a T4 to dual 2.5 inch. So I'll be doing 2.5 inch. So those are 3-inch collectors on those headers. I'm funnel them down, with a reducer to 2.5, and run a kit, and it'll be passenger side mount turbo. I'm gonna probably stick with this GT45 turbo for now, but I want to leave room so that I can throw maybe a little bit larger T4 housing turbo on there down the road. But this turbo, as long as I'm trying to use the twin scroll function of it, and hopefully be able to get it to light off a little quicker and easier. That way it's a little bit more responsive under the boost controller when I'm trying to, maybe pull a little bit of power on the hit until I reach my 60-foot mark and then just dump it in, or whatever I need to do. But I'm trying to do a lot of no prep stuff. I do want to do some NHRA stuff. You'll probably, because the truck is already too fast to be in regular sportsman class, I'll probably have to be in pro sportsman to actually run a class in NHRA. That's fine with me. I just want to run in NHRA and just see how the truck does. I think it'll do well. Time will tell. But just wanted to give you guys an update, kind of rambling here. So we're going to 6-liter. There you go. 6-liter stock bore, so 4-inch bore, stock stroke, it's all stock internals, Gen 3. Nothing much. I just want to see 650, 700 horsepower. I think it's doable. But, it's rings gap, head studded. It works, for being a stock bottom end with a cam. And I got this billet timing set in there. I really like that timing set. I'm gonna replace these bolts. I got some ARPs coming. The Melling oil pump, but nothing special. I am gonna try out these the knock sensor relocation mounts. I got them on each side. They're not tight. Just because I just test fitting them, seeing how they fit up. Gonna try them, see if I can get knock sensors, because I still want that. I'm running pump gas, so I'll probably end up looking for meth injection, but we'll see how far I can take it without too much knock, or without any knock, obviously, before I need to either run a better fuel or meth injection. But that's gonna be the update here, guys. That's what I got going on. I got SFI rated flex plate to go in there. Probably gonna run the same torque converter, because, well, it's what I got, and it's been working for me. It's just a Jegs 3800 stall. Works just fine for me. Yeah, that's what I got going on, guys. I'm sorry for delaying any updates, if anybody even really watches my stuff. And if you do, greatly appreciated. That's what I got going on, and I'll try to do a little bit better. Maybe I'll do some videos when I start turning into this transmission to kind of show you what I got going on. But that'll be it, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.